everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout. Today I'm scrapbooking a school photo of my grandson, and I had used this Echo Park back to school collection for a last day of school layout that you saw a few weeks ago. And I'm going to come back now and use some of the pieces that I cut, so some of the scraps on this particular layout. So that's where that striped paper came from. It's the Echo Park back to school collection, and it's the backpacks paper. So it's really the back side of that backpack paper that I'm going to be cutting in, that I'm cutting right now. So there's the backpacks paper. And what I did here is I love this paper and I love the striped paper on the back so much that I went and grabbed a piece of cardstock that was kind of in the same colorway so that it wouldn't be as easy to tell from the edge that I had done this. But I'm going to grab this what I want to say, grab this cardstock and mount the two pieces of paper on top of it. And I know I'm sacrificing an entire piece of cardstock, but frankly, I have more cardstock than I will ever use. I don't use it as often as I used to. I just love pattern paper so much now that that's what I tend to use as my backgrounds. If you've watched my videos, you know that. So that aqua paper is the Echo Park back to school schoolhouse fun paper. And that cardstock is just a basil piece of paper, but I don't have a color for it. It wasn't labeled. This is back before they labeled them a lot, because that's eons old, guys. So sacrificing it is not such a bad thing. All right, so I do like the way this is looking, but I'm kind of trying to decide what to do here. And I decided I really need some sort of transition between the backpack paper and that kind of bluey aqua paper. So I had pulled some red and I had pulled some green, and I decided to do green because it would call a little bit less attention to the border. That washi tape is from October Afternoon, and I'm not exactly sure what collection that's from. I don't have it labeled. I just have that it's an October Afternoon tape. I love the Kelly green color, and it says things like my favorite and love this and happiness on it. So that is actually a photo of my grandson rolling down the hill in front of his school. And during warm weather, he did this every day when he got picked up by his parents. So it was just something funny. All right, so I grabbed that School Days die cut from the back to school frames and tags collection there, and I'm going to mount it on that 3x4 card, which is just a little plain white dotted card, and that is from me and my big ideas. It was just a pack of wedding 3x4 cards that I used, but the back of them are these plain white tags. So even though I don't need the wedding cards anymore, I kept them because I use them all the time in this way. You can dress them up by doing kind of like what I'm doing, putting a die cut on it, or adding some washi tape, you know, stickers, lots of different things that you can do to have them blend in, or just leave them plain as it is. I use them that way all the time. So now I mounted my photo there. And I'm just going to sneak this little card there. And it's not quite lined up, so I'm going to play with that a little bit. Now I'm looking at this pack because I think I need, you know, that top paper is so busy, but if everything is going on the bottom, it's going to look a little weird because there'll be nothing going on the top at all. So I need something bold so that it sticks out. So I saw this School Memories die cut from the frames and tags pieces, and I like it, but I don't like the black. So I'm just going to, I'm kind of looking at it. I'm going to cut that black mostly off. Not totally, but mostly. And then I'm going to add a little bit of, oops, sorry guys, I just smacked the microphone. But anyway, I'm going to leave just a little bit of black on that. And then I'm putting the washi tape underneath it so it relates to the bottom of the layout. So I bring some of that color up there. I've got the red from the School Days up in the School Memories, and I've got the green washi tape there. So now the bottom and the top both relate to each other there. Hopefully, by the way, you didn't hear that big noise that I made when I hit the microphone. And then I can keep that little offcut there that says ABC and use that as a die cut on something else. that will work just great. So trying to get that straight. And there's that little piece that I can use as a die cut for another layout. I'm really loving this collection. It came as a collection pack. I got it at my LSS. All right, I went to my L Studio puffy stickers, and there's one green one there that says yes to this. And so that is the So Awesome puffy stickers from 2017. I've been using those a ton. I made a bunch of layouts in one day, so I had them on my desk and I just kept working through them. Actually, I have 2 packs of these, so it makes sense that I use them up. Then I'm kind of playing with maybe using that red arrow from that. And I'm not really loving it. Toying with putting it there. And that's again So Awesome puffy stickers. And I'm looking at other things I can use there. Maybe that, some of these like phrase things, but I didn't like the white. Okay, then I go to my L Studio Summer puffy stickers from 2017, and these stars are in there, these yellow stars. So I grab a large one and then that small one and add it to that little cluster there. So, and then I put the smallest one up at the top. So you don't really see them, but they're another textural detail just because there's so much going on up there. You do see the bigger one. The smaller one is harder to see. But, you know, stars and school, those totally make sense together. All right, so now I know that I need a title, and I tapped my fingers there because I was like, okay, where am I putting a title on this? Because I thought if I put it on top of the washi tape, it would A, get lost in the backpacks, and B, call too much attention to it. So I'm going to do a smaller title in these L Studio letters and numbers in black. And I'm going to do something that I almost never do, which is hang a title off the side of something without really, at least originally my idea was just to hang it off the side and not put anything underneath it, because otherwise it looks like it could fall over. So I'm going to name this layout Rolling Along, which you guys already know because you've seen the title of this. And I'm just going to get my kind of letters down there, and I'm going to preview this a little bit because I do something off camera after I'm all done that you're not going to see, and I want to make sure you understand. So my idea is to justify the title to the right, which means the 2 G's from Rolling It Along will be in the same kind of area, and have them kind of on that white card, which is what I do. And then when I shut this off, see, I'm still thinking maybe I need to put it on the card or above the top, and I'm not really loving that. Maybe down there. I'm going to cut it apart so that I can move it around a little bit easier. Because I know that I have another, see, and there's Rolling right there. And see how I'm going to do that? Now I can justify along underneath it. And I do like it once it's all done to have it sitting there like that. I thought about using washi tape there, but it felt too heavy for me. See how that it looks heavy because there's the same washi tape right above it. So I'm going to actually take that off and just go think, okay, I'm just going to do this and leave it as it is. But what I end up doing in the end is I actually take a gray arrow from the So Awesome puffy stickers, and you can see these in the still shots. And I'm going to put it under the word along once I get that done. And then I'm going to take the red arrow off because otherwise I'd have 2 arrows right in a row, and just leave the yellow star kind of up there to the right side of the yes to this. So that's what I do and why I do it, because then with that gray arrow, it gives the title something to rest on, even though it doesn't rest the whole way on it. Because the arrow is actually shorter than the word along even. So that's my original idea, but that is not what happens in the end. See, I'm still playing with it because I'm thinking I never do this kind of thing where I leave things hanging out. And it would have looked fine there too. It's just, it felt really heavy. This way there's black on the bottom left and on the top right. See, there's the title, guys. Here's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye!